Hi guys, this is Orlando from AI. So today I have a very important announcement to say to you. Make.com just make available this amazing feature AI agents. Yes, right now we have the possibility to use AI agent capabilities inside our automations of Make.com. That is not amazing. Go for it. Okay. So first of all, if this is your first time here in the channel, I want to introduce myself. I am Orlando. I am very excited with this topic, AI automation. And if this is your first time in the channel, please subscribe. That will be very helpful for the channel. And thanks for that. Our agenda for today, I will navigate for these different topics, beginning for what is the pain. After that, I can share you a little bit about the first look about this new feature, some insights about my experience creating a new agent inside the Med.com, a little demo in order to give a little bit of look and feel experience, how this work inside the Med.com, and finally, my 2 cents or review about this amazing feature inside Med.com. So what is the pain because missing AI agent May.com? Because before this new feature of May.com, sometimes we need to create more complex automations because we need to include so many branches or connect so many large language models in order to have the proper response that we are response or process that we are waiting we are doing to the automations. Most sometimes we need to get more step, as I said before, and also we are missing the agent capability sometimes behind like another alternative like NEM. They have amazing agent capabilities. Also sometimes because we have more step, we are executing more executions and we are spending more money. So this is a very important point to be aware of that. And also more time because we are spending more time to create automations. Maybe we can use it in another way to be more profitable for us for our clients. Maybe sometimes in the past we using OpenAI Assistant in order to help us to minimize these missing AI agents in May.com. But let's go to the next one. So what is the first look the AI agent inside the May.com? So AI agents have the possibility to create a tools using a tool. There is the connection with the scenarios, some tips about it, and some information about the configuration. I believe it's important when you have the first contact using AI agent on me.com. So what is the insights from the AI agent? As is described here in the presentation, first of all, you have to choose in the panel the feature of the AI agent. They will show here this screen. And after that, you have this button to create a new agent. When you create this new agent, they will pop up this window where you have the possibility to choose what is the model that you want to use here and the connections you need to put first at the beginning. One important point to be aware of this, after you create the agent, you cannot change the model. So if you need to change the model, even if it's the same connection, you need to click create again the agent. So you need to be very aware of which model do you want to use in your these agent capabilities. This is one of the people that I find out. Maybe I hope that May.com could change that in the future. And when you define what is your model and the connection of the model, they will show you this screen when you have the possibility to create or define the system prompt for the agent and also the tools. But in order to use the tools, you need to create, first of all, or before that, the agent and a simple automation, but you need to use this feature of the scenario where you have the possibility to send the information back again to the agent. Maybe it's important to have a little planning. What is the agent, the model, and about the what is the tool that you want to use it in your agent. I couldn't find the possibility to create or use the tools out of the box. I couldn't find that possibility. So I need to create, first of all, an automation using this scenario. But basically, I'm using the Perplexity in order to get information from internet and pass again this information to the agent in order to respond properly to the client. Okay, so now it's showtime business. I will show you in a demo. I hope that you like it. I will come back in a bit. So continuing this demo, you need to go here in the method count, this new feature, AI agent, and this new window they will show up. I already created this a search agent for this demo. One important thing, you need to click here this button to create the agent. Here they will ask you what is the connection of the model that you want to use and the agent name and the model. One important thing to remind you, after you create the agent, you cannot change the proper model or different provider in this case. So there is a very important tip to be aware when you are creating the agent. The agent, you have the possibility to define what is the system prompt of this agent. But like I said before, there is no way, as far as I see, to add new default tools. You need to create, first of all, some automations with using this scenario case, and after that, you can include it here. Important point to remind you, you need to define here the proper description of the tool in order that the agent could properly find out which tool they needed, depends on the requirement of the client, align it with the instructions. And after that, you can save it. And for this part, this is almost done. Let me go to the automation where this agent is already used. Just let me go here and let me show you this scenario. So here in this scenario, normal scenario, inside med.com, you need to use this new model. When you add this model, you need to search for this make agent, and you can define what is the agent you want to use. In this case, I am using a webhook where the request for the client will arrive here. The agent will properly process it and respond again to the client. Also, you have the possibility to, in the moment when you use it inside the automation, you can define another scenarios here. And after that, you can pass the message to the agent bit. This is the scenario where I defined the tool, in this case using the Perplexity. So here the Perplexity using this model, Sonora Reasoning Pro, and the query is the query from the agent. It's important point to remind you that you need to define the inputs and outputs of this scenario in order in order that the agent have the possibility to match the query to this variable when it's invoking this tool. And after that, in the scenario, this is another model that you need to use in order to return the output to the agent. And after that, you are ready to go. I hope that you like the demo. I hope that you enjoy this presentation. As you saw in the demo, this new feature of May.com using agent capabilities is very nice, very useful. There is some people, as I said before, I hope that they will improve that in the future. But to be honest, this is a very great feature. Another point to be aware about using agents, I really recommend you to plan your automations because I believe if you have the possibility to use your automation without a agent, it could be very important. But I believe it's important to use a agent when you have these needed of agent capabilities. You have a lot the steps that you need to figure out properly depends on the input of the client, and you need to automatically or dynamically figure out which tool will be the better response for the scenario of the client. So maybe in that particular scenarios, you can use more properly the AI agent capabilities of them. But otherwise, you can use, as far as I see, the normal automation at this moment. But anyway, but having this possibility of the agent capabilities inside the Med.com is a very plus functionality. So kudos to the team, the Med.com, that make possible this new feature. I'll see you again in another time. Bye bye.